Hello and welcome back to Factorio and Space Exploration. So today we have the goal of just grabbing that huge stone patch to the northwest. I'm gonna grab all of these turrets. We'll be crafting a bunch more of the electric poles. I have a bunch of walls, and I'll grab a bunch of... Oh, right, I forgot. Boop. That I actually needed to get the sticks here as well, to get the long inserters. Grab a couple of those. Yeah, so I fucked up here. I see. Okay, that sucks. I fucked up pretty bad here. That sucks. I now have a ton of stone here in the copper belt. Let's see if we have a quick and dirty fix for this. Which we do. Okay. That was really dumb. I guess we have unlocked mining speed as much as we can. Oh, this is... no. We have advanced pickaxe here. Okay, yeah, that's... yeah, that's quite far away. So there's no point in doing that. Let's go do intermediate crafting speed. This is only red and green tech cards. So that should be fine. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of a loop-de-loop here. I think we do this. Cut a small hole in this. And then we just extend this a little bit here. Well, let's just keep going here. And then we'll go up. And I think that should be enough. We don't technically need the whole patch. But we're gonna grab it just because we can. That was not really what I wanted. There was something in the way. Okay, and then we'll go back here. And like that. So that's the plan and the wall that we want to do. Well, let's just get these things out of the way. Hopefully I have inventory space to cover. Let's do turret. Oh no, now I put it in the wrong side of the pole. It should be here. My OCD won't be able to handle that otherwise. Somehow I don't think we have enough wall. And this water is unfortunately walkable. So parts of this wall will be slightly weaker. Okay. Then we go up. Just gonna do this, you know? And this needs to go. This is where we want the wall. So far, kind of so good. I'm a little bit worried we won't have enough turrets to cover all of this. But we'll find us. Well, we didn't have enough belt to cover this. So there's that. Just a quick walk back here. Okay, you have 5 turrets, not a huge amount. And this has also stopped. That's very unfortunate. Right. Gonna do that, I think. I came for belt. I didn't come for other stuff. I will grab these turrets while we're here, but yeah, I have a feeling it might not last. We really do need this extra stone because we are running out in the main base. This only has 20k left. And we need to start doing the concrete for the Roboports. And I would like to kind of avoid the I would like to avoid building more in the spaghetti area of the base, where everything is already mega cramped. Let's get these out here. That's going there. And belt then follows. There we go. Might have been a really good idea I grabbed more wall, because maybe this won't last. Okay, we're just gonna leg it all the way down here. We have some more stone here. Yeah, we're already down to 500, but... with added resources, this is actually going at a decent pace. Yeah, so inserters. The corners here probably will be quite vulnerable. Gonna have to do something about that eventually. But for now, I'm just leaving it as it is. And then wall goes here. And all is good in the kingdom. I'm just gonna leave this other wall here for now. I'm just happy that we have claimed the stone. Okay. So I need a couple more miners, I think. No, we are good. Let's make one more. Let's make one more and clean this up just slightly. There we go. We'll do this. We'll do that. Some power comes from all the way over at the wall. We'll take the stone belt down. And now we kind of need to plan where this needs to go, yeah? So this bad boy needs to go in here. Okay, we need to remove these rocks as well. They are really in the way. And there we go. Stone kinda done. Now, stone also needs to keep going here to this. Where we need some power. And some of this. Gonna go near, and power that up. Okay, you are actually not getting power there either. Oh, that's fine. So we need to get water here, which is inconvenient in a way, but I'm just... No, it's not inconvenient. We already kind of did this homework. Don't think we'll need any more of those, really. And we'll just go there. So we'll get sand. This here would actually be this. I think we do that instead. It looks slightly nicer. Boom. Underground. Done. So those two are sorted. Now we need iron to come in here. And I'm gonna take that from that belt. Like so. And we're gonna go all the way up here. And all the way over here. I don't have any steel furnaces. Can craft 2, but I'm actually out of steel. Why are we out of green? That's only a circuit problem, yeah. Okay. I needed steel. A little bit of steel. And then we need 4 more for the stone. So we're gonna do this. And this. Inserters go here. Power goes here. And here. Inserters. Belt. And then we need a couple of splitters. Let's make 20 splitters and get more belt. How much stone did we send there? Okay. It was only a stack and some. Wasn't that bad. Luckily we have enough iron smelting now to really make this go, which I'm happy about. And then power that and that. Okay, this belt is needed. That belt is built. This needs to be swapped around. We come here. And then we go in here. They're really, really not happy about that corner. I'm gonna have to go fix that. As long as we don't have actual Roboports doing Roboport things, I need to really be on high alert for these corners and these walls. So they will break through here. Let's just add some extra firepower there. And now we need to bring some fuel to the new smelting area. So fuel needs to come in here somewhere. Okay, this is kind of terrible. Okay, we'll take this here. And we'll put that there. There looks to be a problem with the fuel. You are not doing anything because of what? Right. We have too much light oil. Okay. Let's put those in there. That was lucky we caught that. That was really lucky. Let's just make sure. that this is gonna start stacking up before I leave this alone again. Because we didn't set the cracking up. So we're not cracking heavier light oil. Yeah. Okay. And this looks to be not going really well. Okay, I think we need to do the cracking. I don't think there's a way around that right now. Because we're just not getting enough. Okay, let's do a quick thing here. This is gonna be cracking from heavy oil. We don't really need this right now. And then let's do cracking from light oil to petroleum here. This is gonna be a nightmare to set up, I think. We need the water to come in here. Then we need the light oil to come in here. Okay. So far, so good, kind of. We need underground this. And we're just gonna dump that into that. Okay. Now, in reality, we need this. In reality, we need this. Power that up. And we'll put a wire on this. So whenever light... no. Where the hell is that? Is it here? Yes, whenever light oil is more than 25k. We're gonna pump this in here. Thank you. So we're slowly gonna crack this. Into petroleum. How are we doing on fluids then? Right now... I mean, we could also do probably solid fuel from light oil. I'll be honest. So we could have that as a complement here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for more iron. Man, I got mega sidetracked from this. There's not going to be any Roboports made in this day and age if this is going to keep up. But you are definitely stacking up right now. We need another couple of these. Okay, I'll probably put them here, yeah. This is solid fuel from light. And we'll go from here to here. And we're just gonna send that. We are just sending this. Near. Near. And then we connect that. Let's get some power going here. Like so. This was a pretty significant fuel crisis. But I think we averted that. I also think this is now going to decrease fast enough that we're gonna start depleting that so we don't have to crack it into petroleum anymore. Now we have a lot of plastic. Petroleum is only going this far, yeah? So plastic is actually good. We don't have any issues with that. And now this is gonna be running at full speed. And because of how this is organized, this will be priority over spending petroleum to do fuel. Okay. I feel like we're pretty good to go in that sense. Let's take a quick look at pollution here. These 3 nests in the southwest are still fine. We are mostly getting attacked from the northeast and east directions. So this here is pretty spicy. Okay, anyway. Power is doing okay-ish. Can't really do much about that right now. This iron patch is about to run out, which would be good for us. And I will be just putting a couple out here. Like so. For this. Don't really need an input priority on that, I'll be honest. That's gonna build us a little bit of iron, enough to make sticks for this, I think. And how much this is not gonna make a lot of concrete though, but it's gonna make some. So let's start building this thing out over here. Boop. This needs that. And this needs that and that. Don't remember what we actually needed here. Copper is such a problem right now. But, do we actually need copper? Copper. We don't need copper here. I'll be honest. I think we do this. Conveniently, we have iron and copper wire on a belt that goes right here. And I need this. So you're gonna take iron. That's fine. Okay, let's just get power rolling in here so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Let's get steel. I'm gonna take that from here. We'll just drag it up same direction as this. And that just goes into this machine. Power. And we're good to go. You will make gear wheels. It's gonna be slow, but it is what it is. Okay. Now we need a storage for our beautiful Roboports. I'm gonna limit this to... I'm not gonna limit this. I don't think we'll ever be in a situation where, oh, we have a little bit too many Roboports here. Absolutely not. So we have a couple here. Copper is the main issue for our base as of right now. 100%. Let's put that there. Let's make a couple more of these miners. We need way more copper. Like, way more. In terms of fuel... Oh, man. No, I did not do that. Put that out there. I'm gonna leave that for now. Take this. We're gonna take this. We're gonna go up here. Well, let's bring the red circuits as well, I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Take one stack. That's gonna be 4 Roboports. Unfortunately, we can only do either storage or passive provider chests at this point. Which makes the bots slightly less useful. Just gonna throw those in there. We really need to fix copper throughput here. That's not gonna do anything, is it? We'll do that for now. Whatever. There we go. put that out there. Take this. Put that there. Okay. So again, let's take a look at circuit production. You only need copper wires. You also only need copper wires. So copper is the problem. Let's maybe not focus on that. I don't know if this is gonna help what we just added. We need to make flying robot frames. Which is big electric motor. Which is small electric motor with a bunch of stuff and lubricant. So obviously, I think the only real choice here is to make the robot frames down here somewhere, because this is where we have electronic components. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna bring some lubricant with us. Let's get it out there. And let's go with this. Okay. That's unfortunate. And we need another underground. Couple more of this. I'm really curious how we ended up with one here as well. I know why we ended up with one of the other, but yeah. Okay. This takes a long, long time. Let's see if we can... No, we need copper for that. And we're out of that. Okay, this is definitely the episode where I just walk around randomly around the base a couple of times. I'm just gonna take all of that. Let's make 6. I mean, we're getting there with copper smelting. Cool. Okay. Let's see if we can map this out in a as efficient way as possible. So we're going to want to make flying robot frames. We're going to want to make this. And we're going to want to make this. So this is basically copper and iron on a belt-ish. Do we have that somewhere? Not really. We have copper coming in here. And we have iron coming in there. So we need to make iron gear wheel and copper wire. And and iron gear wheel. So we need to make this. And then iron also needs to somehow get there. Then we take this and we go in here, and that's gonna need green circuits, which we do have here, actually, together with copper wire. No, that's not gonna... Okay. But I will take this. And I will make more underground belts. Boop. We do that. And that's gonna be the circuits. That goes there. So we need iron. This is gonna be some unholy spaghetti stuff as well. Oh no, we do have a combined iron copper belt here. Oh. That's good. That makes it a little bit less problematic to do this. Now I need a couple of these. That lubricant goes straight in there. Now I needed the steel, which we also have here somewhere, but not really. And steel needs to go in here together with batteries. And I need more underground, okay. I need way more iron. We're smelting more copper than we've ever smelted before, but this is not enough. Like, it's just not enough. Okay, let's jump over there. And we'll take from here something, and then I actually need the electronic components to come down here as well somehow. So we'll do that, half a belt of that. Okay, give me. We can just do that, I'll be honest. We'll do that. That goes in there. This goes in there. Oh wait, you also need steel. What unfortunate times we live in. There we go. Had some ammo coming out on that belt, but doesn't matter. So you're gonna do your thing. You're gonna put this out in a chest. Again, I'm not gonna limit this. I'm just gonna send it. So now what we really just have to worry about here is the copper throughput. Because to say this is a trickle is a pretty big insult. I need at least this here, I think. So this is 6, that's 10. We'll make 10. Now, I really wish I could just move all these things around. That would be very, very convenient. But that's not happening for a bit, unfortunately. Whoops. And that's not gonna work. That's gonna work. There we go. Put these on. Just gonna wait for these to craft now. I think we can handcraft these for now. They take 0.5 seconds if we have the ingredients. So that's really good. Well, we're getting ready to be able to plan out what our actual base is gonna look like. Which I'll be very, very happy to do. Because this here is getting really stressful with this. I don't know what you want to call this, but it's a mess. That's what it is. It's a working mess, kind of. But it is a mess nonetheless. I don't think we can get up to a full belt of copper either, as it is right now. Power is still fine though. And you're not making any more batteries because we don't have any copper down here. And we can all see where this is going or not going. I mean, next copper patch, this is not really... who's gonna bother with that, to be honest? It's either here or preferably this one here. But that's a big... Like, we have to kill the biters there. And we have to do all this other stuff. I was hoping to unlock the tank before we actually had to go out and kill biters, but I'm starting to doubt that's gonna be the case. So I'm just putting out a couple more radars here. Not sure we have the power really to spend on this, but yeah. I would like to maximize the area that we can see at this point. Just gonna put you there. So we can scout properly. And we are getting a little bit more of this, but let's be honest, copper is gonna be the problem for that as well. And we remove this. Ouch. Okay. So that meteor defense is getting... well, we kind of need to get that going as well. I haven't even looked at how to do that. Okay. Well, there's another belt we need to fix there. That was broken. The power pole was broken. Okay. Well, at least they didn't attack at the same time. I think we would have been seriously in trouble at that point. So after we repair this, let's take a look at that meteor defense. I haven't been reading in the Informatron at all so far, and I really need to start doing that. Okay. Most of this is getting repaired now. Cool. Let's do the turrets and the rest of the wall. Let's do the outside part as well. Okay. Cool. Well, we need more repair packs. Okay, so meteor defense. Meteors fall from the sky and damage what they land on. Most meteors are made of minerals, but certain planets may have special meteor types. Meteor showers hit most zones at random intervals. You can change the max interval between strikes in the mod settings. The number of meteors in each shower is randomized. 50% for 1, 25 for 2, 12.5 for 3, 6.25% for 4, and so on. The meteor defense structure can shoot at meteors. They fire in sequence, so later defenses won't fire if all the meteors were destroyed. Defenses require ammo, charge time, and additional power while charging. The power draw is not insignificant, so it's wise to balance risk against the cost. Unlike meteor point defenses that can only protect a limited area of a single zone from meteor defense installations are capable of protecting 2 zones at once. In particular, any meteor defense installations placed on a zone can also protect that zone's orbit and vice versa. Hostile deliveries. Meteor defenses will also shoot down delivery cannon payloads sent by hostile forces, only relevant in multiplayer PvP. So we can research this already. Not complicated to build, so let's do that. Okay, copper is starting to really get there now. And this here branches off down to the other stuff. Okay. And we are mining this out, which is good. So then I can clean this up and make room for more stuff. It's only 800 left. How are we doing on oil? 30k. We've filled up petroleum. Probably because we're not using a lot of it right now. Which is fine. Okay. So we are almost stacked up with these. I'm gonna leave them for now because I really need some frames as well. Otherwise, there's not much point. Okay. Construction robot at 9 hours, 17 minutes and 33 seconds. And I think we'll also put out our first Roboport. And this is gonna be the center of our base here. This is gonna be the central Roboport. So I'm gonna put these in here. And we're gonna put a couple of repair packs. Actually, I'll just put them in a chest here. Like so. Cool. We have our first Roboport. Other things that I really want to get done is the railway research so we can build said railway. So we're gonna need that to map out the layout of our base. Because unlike our vanilla playthrough, this is gonna be based on a... there's gonna be rail network all over the place instead of only at some areas. And we can do this and watch the really, really slow bots construct some of these belts. The first things that are constructed with bots. Really nice. Anyway, I think this is going to be the end of this episode. We have the first infrastructure up and running to build more robots. And then it's time to start mapping out how we want to do this. Another thing that will be required will be landfill, so I'm gonna unlock that as well. So, yeah. Anyway, end of episode. If you like this content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a really, really nice day.